Well, one of the seats in the United States Supreme Court is draped in black today, the one to the right of the Supreme Court Justice, where Jersey's own Antonin Scalia sat until his death Saturday at the age of 79. Now, what's really attracting a lot of attention now isn't the justice's career and legacy. It's the circumstances under which he died in an isolated Texas ranch and the fact that no autopsy has yet been performed. Now, while there's no indication of any foul play, and it's been reported that Scalia died of natural causes, I had an opportunity to talk to Dr. Michael Baden, who's performed more than 20,000 autopsies and is one of the best known and most respected medical examiners in America today. I just had to ask him about Scalia.
If this case came to me as a medical examiner, I'd say, yeah, we should do an autopsy to prevent a lot of speculation. And the family said, no, we don't want it. We couldn't do anything.
Now, some of the questions being raised: number one, Scalia was pronounced dead over the phone. Number two, he was said to have been found with a pillow over his head, which later may have been corrected to be a pillow above his head in the bed. And number three, again, no autopsy being performed. And that's something that a lot of people are asking questions about, from DC homicide examiners to conservative pundits, wondering if something was afoot here. Now, Dr. Baden said there's not necessarily any evidence something was wrong. He points out that Scalia was 79 years old and overweight. And he also says there are a limited amount of things that can kill someone suddenly.
The suddenness of it is important. If you're dying of heart disease or cancer, it's a process. You get sick and sick and sicker.
Now, absent a compelling reason like a bullet hole or a broken window, none of which were found in the Scalia case, a medical examiner cannot force a family to submit to an autopsy. In this case, you've got to submit to their judgment. While Baden said his recommendation would have been to do the autopsy, Baden also said that there are other options. For instance, taking a urine and blood sample to draw toxicology results and possibly rule out poisoning.
Although we would take blood and urine for toxicology, because those are easy to take without doing an autopsy.
Whatever the case, Scalia's funeral is Saturday, and this is going to be a controversy that's unfortunately going to live much longer perhaps than his legacy and be talked about a lot more in the days to come.
Did he address, though, you said he mentioned there are only a few things that could kill you right away. The ranch owner also said he was at dinner Friday night, and he was vibrant and engaging and in conversation, and there was no indication whatsoever that anything was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of that's the kind of diseases and things that can happen, like a heart attack, like a stroke, that sneak up without any warning.
Right, it's not a guessing game at a certain point. There's certain signs you can look at. And then as far as the foul play, those same law enforcement officers that were in the room, I imagine they did a full investigation.
And not only that, the U.S. Marshals Service is in charge of protection for Supreme Court justices. They were participating in bringing Scalia's body back, so you got to think if they're in the room, they're doing an examination, just looking and seeing if there's anything out of place.
So the internet blows up because of one misquote.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. It really is.
Okay.
For the Scalia family and for the American people.
Thanks.